Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jonathan with The Healthy Archer, hitting you again with Funky Fridays. This one's going to be pretty simple. I'm just doing stovetop popcorn. Why am I doing popcorn? Well, we're coming up to Canada Day. We're coming up to Independence Day here in the States, and people are going to be eating a lot of snack food. So I thought, why not offer a healthy snack for you? That offers an alternative to either store-bought popcorn or chips or microwave popcorn, which is a bit nasty in its own right. So why choose stovetop over microwave popcorn? Well, I think they've done a lot better, some of the manufacturers of these things, but they used to have a lot of issues with the liner in the bag, where it used to have things called perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, which was found in the bags themselves, and when they got heated up, it would sort of transfer into the foods. That is a known carcinogen. I think it also had other, hormone effects and whatnot. And as well, some of the oils used in microwave popcorn are of low quality. So much in the same way that when you go to a restaurant, you don't know what kind of oils they use. When you cook at home, you can actually control the oil you use, and therefore create a better product. So I think maybe I'll talk more about the quality of oils in general, like moving forward. But you have good control over oil in your own kitchen. Whereas at restaurants, they use the cheapest stuff: your canolas, your rice bran oils, grapeseed oils, etc. Here, I'm just going to use some olive oil and some butter. So we're going to keep it real, all right? I got just a, I don't know, probably about a 8 to 10 inch pot here. It's actually probably pretty warm. Need a cover for it. It's just a stainless pot. Got some popcorns, the kernels themselves, and I got some butter, salt, pepper, and that's going to be everything. Okay, so the pan, and maybe a big bowl, an oversized bowl, like a stainless bowl to toss everything around with at the end. All right, here we are. Boom, this is probably even getting up to temp. So what I do, and I don't know if this is actually necessary. This is actually starting to get a bit warm. So I'm just going to put about a tablespoon of oil in here. Well, that's already pretty warm. And I'm going to throw in a few kernels. And once they get that's warm. Note to self, don't do that. Sorry, I had it preheating there for a little while, a bit too long when I was running my mouth. Okay, so basically, I'm bringing this up to temp. Once the oil and once the heat of the pan gets up to an ideal temp, you're going to hear them pop. And then we're going to put in the mother load of kernels, which will be about, for 2 people of a good size, you're looking at about 4 tablespoons. Maybe that's a little bit heavy, but you can always just make more if you want. So, I think I already heard a pop already. So we were already well up to temp. And that's it. Basically, once the kernels hit a temperature that creates steam inside, they pop and they create popcorn. They're just little corn kernels. So I'm going to actually take this, or reduce the heat, take it right off the heat for a sec, because there's a lot of heat in there right now. And oh boy, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen here. And I'm going to try to get ahead of this. I don't know why I never do this beforehand. Good old smoke detector. Oh boy. Okay, so there's a lot of heat in here. There's still some oil kind of kicking around. I've put this right down. And now I'm going to go in with about 3 tablespoons of popcorn. Oh, I'm getting it everywhere. This isn't actually a tablespoon. Okay, cover it up. Just shake it around. Give it a bit of time. You can even take it on and off like I did with the omelet there last week. I will give my dog a popcorn, which is always entertaining. Brandy. Take it. Here you go, buddy. I don't know if that's good for them, but I don't know. They like pretty well everything. All right, back on the heat. You got to pay attention here. so in about probably 1 to 2 minutes, all these are going to be popped. I'm going to throw them in here. Then I'm going to throw in the butter, about maybe a tablespoon. It depends on how much you want. We're going to get that nice and brown in the same pot, which is already hot. It's going to take like 30 seconds to a minute for that to happen. Pour it over top, season it all, done deal. All right. So, I'm starting to hear some action. Give it a shake once in a while to make sure the kernels are sitting down at the bottom in the oil, which is going to add the most heat. They can kind of end up off the surface. Oh, we're starting up here now. And much in the same way that what I remember of microwave popcorn, back in the day, they used to say, I think every 2 to 3 seconds, you want, when the popping occurs every 2 to 3 seconds, you want to stop the microwave, right? So much in the same way, I'm going to use the same kind of technique for knowing that this is all done. Giving it a shake. That can't be all of it. Maybe it is. Don't know how this is going to turn out. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. We'll see how many uncooked kernels there are at the end of it. Oh, I actually want to keep a little bit of heat here. I'm going to turn it right down to low. Okay. Oh, that was all of it. Okay, now I'm going in with the butter. So this is real low. I'm going to take about a tablespoon. I know some of you aren't going to like that. But this happens really fast, and this gets brown really quickly. And you want it, I like it when it's brown. It adds a bit more flavor, a little bit more nuttiness. And a nice oversized bowl for all your popcorn that you can flip around. All right, home stretch. The other good thing about popcorn is, unlike a lot of other snack foods, it's actually fairly high in fiber. It still has a bunch of carbohydrate. And it's got a little bit of protein as well, but it's a healthier snack option than most of which you would find in the store. And also a lot healthier than any microwave popcorn, again, or any kind of store-bought bagged popcorn, which they use questionable oils, sometimes a lot of sugars and whatnot. All right, so this is done. I don't know if you can see this, but it's pretty nutty in there. It's pretty brown. So I'm just going to pour this over top. And these handles are hotter than I would like. Oh boy, that is warm on the hands. And there's a difference between burnt and brown butter, so you don't want to take it to that burnt level. So I'm going to do a little quick shake. Okay, hit it with some salt. Try to get that distributed, salting from a high. Makes the taste buds fly. Okay, give it a little shake. Distribute that. Gonna hit it with just some black pepper. Oh, and I was gonna add one more thing. A little bit of nutritional yeast. Also called, I think, brewer's yeast. And I don't even know where it is. Oh, there it is. So this stuff's pretty healthy. It's got a vegetarian source of B12. This is sort of like they even write on there, B12, but it's like a nutritional yeast. It's a healthy yeast, if you will. So it's actually got, it looks a bit like fish food, but it's got a bit of a cheesy flavor to it. They use it in a lot of kind of vegan health food, you know, kale chips and whatnot, to sort of simulate a healthier cheese, if you will. All right, and then you give it a taste from here. That's brilliant. So easy. Seriously, no skills involved here. Way healthier. I think you guys are going to try this, especially this weekend when there's going to be a lot of overconsumption of snacks. So, yeah. Am I going to celebrate Canada Day in the U.S.? I think so. If there's a place to celebrate, that's on Sunday. So I'm going to look around and see what's going on. And then July 4th is going to be on Thursday. My math is correct. So that's when a lot of festivities are going to be kicking around here. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be, if not externally celebrating, an internal Canada Day celebration kicked off with some nice stovetop popcorn. And I hope you can, you know, enjoy this like I do. It's not really my lunch. I'm probably going to eat a little bit. You know, maybe give a little, one more to my dog here. Brandy, take it. Shayru. And anyways, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm all done. So I hope you all enjoyed this. If you got any ideas, Anne-Marie, I know you mentioned a sandwich. I'm going to look into that and make a mean grilled cheese. Any other ideas you have, let me know, and I'm going to try to recreate them. I just try to keep the things that are a little bit easier and able to do over a live time span is a lot easier than sort of a lengthier approach. So I've got a few ideas in the hopper. And, oh, butter to popcorn ratio. I don't know if I really have a ratio. My ratio your ratio is going to depend on what you actually enjoy. I used about a tablespoon for probably 3 tablespoons of popcorn. And I think that's enough to sort of give it some flavor as well as give it a little bit of holding power, a little bit of moisture to hold on to whatever salt, pepper, or other seasonings. You know, I've got here a Mexican Fiesta seasoning. I would consider using that. I wouldn't use turmeric or something like that as a seasoning because then your hands are going to get all yellow and you're probably going to drop it and get it on the couch and stuff. So just be courteous, but salt and pepper really goes a long way, a little nutritional yeast, and whatever else you want. If you wanted to add sort of, I don't know if you've ever bought popcorn that has sort of like different flavors for each kernel. So this is all sort of uniformly tasting the same. If you wanted to have some that have like more spice, some that have more salt or sweetness, you can sort of take out some of this, put it in a separate bowl, and then add those things. Like you can even add, you can add sugar. You can make caramel corn, but that's a little bit more involved. But you can add sugar to a little small amount. You can add some cayenne or some spicy spices in another bowl, and then add it all at the end, and you're going to get like different flavors for different bites. So butter, use as much as you want. Oil to start. Like I said, I used about a tablespoon for 3 tablespoons, probably. So that would be about a 1 to 3 ratio of initial oil, and then probably about a 1 to 3 ratio of butter at the end of the day. Or you can use olive oil or coconut oil if you want, whatever your preferred oil is, but I just recommend something a little bit more natural in your canola, your sunflower, your vegetable oils, etc. All right, so until next time, if you haven't already, jump over to the Healthy Archer Facebook page, like that, and hopefully maybe the next one I'll do is actually going to be on that page and not on my own personal page. So until next time, stay healthy.